we talk about modern buildings, images of the Burj Khalifa in Dubai or the Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur probably pop into your mind. But the buildings we're going to talk about in this video are nothing like the ones you're imagining. We begin this video with a bang. The Lotus Temple in Delhi, India, first opened in 1986. As the name suggests, its design is inspired by the lotus flower. The structure was conceived by Iranian architect Fariborz Sahaba, who won awards for his design even before the temple was completed. This Baha'i house of worship features a unique nine-sided construction, in line with the Baha'i belief in the mystical properties of the number 9. Situated on an elevated 26-acre landscape, the temple is surrounded by red sandstone walkways and 9 pools. The white marble structure rises over 130 feet and comprises 27 marble-clad petals. The innermost ring of petals curves inward to form a roof over the prayer hall, which accommodates approximately 2,500 people. A glass and steel roof allows natural light to filter in, creating the illusion of a lotus in full bloom floating on water. A fun fact: the temple's construction cost $10 million, part of which was allocated to building a greenhouse to study indigenous plants and flowers that could be used on site. But up next on the list is the Kansas City Library. This intriguing architectural feature in Kansas City, Missouri, resembles a giant bookshelf. It runs along the south wall of the central library and features book spines measuring 25 feet by 9 feet. Constructed from several bolted-together pieces, the structure forms a solid facade displaying book titles from various genres, including The Lord of the Rings, Fahrenheit 451, and Tao Te Ching. Some shrubs and trees partially obscure a few titles, so you might want to visit during winter for the best view. Designed by J.E. Dunn Construction, the project was intended to mask the otherwise mundane structure of a parking garage adjacent to the library. The general public submitted their favorite book titles, and the selected ones were incorporated into the final design. Book lovers, we have another stunning building for you. This is the Bibliotheca Alexandrina. Any book lover is familiar with the tragedy of the ancient Library of Alexandria, which was destroyed when Roman forces set fire to ships docked in the Alexandrian port. The Bibliotheca Alexandrina is a modern revival of that legendary institution. Its reconstruction has restored Alexandria's status as a center for education and provided the city with a new landmark. The idea for the library's revival began in 1974. Construction commenced in 1995, and the project cost $220 million before its official opening in 2002. While the concept was meant to honor history, the building itself has a distinctly modern aesthetic. Seen from the shoreline, it resembles a disc, symbolizing the circular layout of the harbor. The structure features an open plaza, a reflecting pool, and a southern wall engraved with inscriptions in both modern and ancient languages, reflecting its global significance. The library houses space for 8 million books, with a main reading room covering over 20,000 square meters. Additionally, it features conference centers, map libraries, 4 museums, 4 art galleries, a planetarium, and a manuscript restoration lab. But up next, we have the Shanghai Tower winner of the Tianyao Jam Civil Engineering Prize. In 2018, the Shanghai Tower is a 128-story, 632-meter-tall skyscraper in Shanghai. It boasts the world's highest observation deck within a building and the world's second fastest elevators, which reach a top speed of 20.5 meters per second. This tiered construction was designed for energy efficiency by the Gensler design firm. The tower resembles 9 cylindrical buildings stacked on top of one another, enclosed in a glass facade. Inside, there are 9 separate zones for offices, retail and leisure, each with its own atrium featuring gardens, cafes, restaurants, and breathtaking views of the city. The building houses 24-hour offices for multinational companies, 5-star hotels, recreation zones, high-end retail stores, business and cultural centers, conference facilities, and even a banquet hall measuring over 1,000 square meters. From one stunning tower to another. Next, we have Turning Torso. The Turning Torso isn't just the tallest building in the Nordic countries, It was also the world's first twisting tower. When it opened in 2005, it became the tallest residential building in Europe, standing at 190 meters and housing 147 apartments. The goal was to create a landmark of urban renewal that integrates homes, businesses, culture, and entertainment while prioritizing environmental sustainability. The building was inspired by Twisting Torso, a sculpture made entirely from white marble by Santiago Calatrava. The tower has won numerous awards for its innovative, sustainable design and adherence to industry standards. Remarkably, 100% of the building's energy comes from renewable sources, including hydro, solar, wind, and geothermal power. Each apartment is equipped with electricity consumption meters and an organic waste disposal unit that converts household waste into energy. But moving on, we have the Atomium, Brussels, Belgium. No, this isn't just a decorative sculpture, it's an actual building with exhibit halls and restaurants. Located in Belgium, Atomium stands 102 meters tall. Its spheres, each measuring 18 meters in diameter, form the shape of an iron ferrite crystal magnified 165 billion times. 3-meter wide tubes connect the spheres, housing elevators and staircases. The main elevator can carry 22 people and transports visitors to the top in just 23 seconds. Originally constructed for the 1958 Brussels World's Fair, Atomium was meant to last only 6 months. However, its immense popularity transformed it into a permanent landmark. Interestingly, the original design lacked external supports, with the structure resting solely on the spheres. Wind tunnel tests later revealed that it would collapse under 50 miles per hour winds, yet Belgium has recorded winds of up to 90 miles per hour. Support columns were subsequently added for stability. Due to structural concerns, 3 of the 4 uppermost spheres remain closed to the public, but the pinnacle remains open for visitors. And up next, we have the Wat Samphan Temple. The exact year of this temple's construction remains unknown, but it was officially registered in 1985. It is located about 40 kilometers west of Bangkok, Thailand. According to legend, the temple's founder was inspired to build it after undergoing a 7-day meditation and fast. The 17-story pink structure is best known for the massive red and green dragon sculpture that coils around it. Despite its striking design, Wat Samphan Temple remains relatively obscure, rarely appearing in guidebooks and located well off the beaten tourist path. Visitors who do stumble upon it report that while the temple's interiors show signs of deterioration, its statues and shrines are impressive. The dragon itself is reportedly hollow, containing a spiral staircase that has fallen into disrepair in some sections. And up next, we have one of the most creative architectural structures, the Piano House in Anhui, China. This architectural masterpiece was designed by students from Hefei University of Technology in China, an incredible display of creativity. Completed in 2007, the Piano House and its adjoining violin building were initially used as a showroom to showcase development plans for the district of Shannan in Huainan City, China. The transparent violin, made from clear glass panels, contains staircases and an elevator leading into the main piano-shaped building, which now functions as a concert hall. The piano itself, resting on 3 concrete legs, is constructed from hundreds of black and white glass panels resembling piano keys. The open terrace is sheltered by the piano's propped-up lid, creating an elegant and artistic space. Over time, the Piano House has become a beloved symbol of love in China, with newlyweds traveling from far and wide to have their photos taken in front of the structure. But up next, we have the Nautilus House, Mexico City, Mexico. Ever wondered what it would be like to live inside a seashell? The Nautilus House provides the answer. This shell-shaped residence in Mexico City is a stunning example of bioarchitecture. Built using ferrocement, it consists of a steel-reinforced chicken wire frame coated with a thin layer of concrete. Surprisingly, this material is lighter than brick and offers excellent earthquake resistance. The organic curves of the structure make it appear as though it has naturally emerged from the ground. Inspired by the spiral shell of a nautilus cephalopod, the house features concave walls and flowing shapes that mimic nature's designs. Natural light floods the interior through a stained glass wall composed of hundreds of colourful panels. Inside, the living space is just as whimsical, featuring spiral elements, grassy flooring in the living room, and a flower-shaped couch. The bathroom enhances the underwater theme with sandy-coloured walls, blue tiles, and a skylight. Living here truly feels like becoming one with nature. Moving on, we have the Dancing House Prague, Czech Republic. Affectionately called Fred and Ginger after the legendary dancers Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, the Dancing House in Prague is one of the city's most distinctive landmarks. Designed by Croatian-Czech architect Vladimir Lunik in collaboration with Frank Gehry, the structure was completed in 1996. When it first emerged on the cityscape, it sparked controversy due to its striking contrast with the surrounding Baroque and Gothic architecture. However, over time, it has become one of the most significant post-1989 buildings in the Czech Republic. This is it for today's video. Thanks for watching.